Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's live trading action video. My name is Gareth Soloway, Chief Market Strategist here. Today's date is Thursday, July 30th, 2015. Take a look at KORS today. KORS has been a hammered down retailer, again, having a real nice bounce the last few days. And I want to show you the charting and so you can understand what to look for in the future. I really am looking to educate you on these key trades that I'm giving out to our members. And again, I did this one with options. It was given out to the options alerts members here at InTheMoneyStocks.com just 2 days ago. And again, I want to show you why. And ultimately, just to give you a heads up, we just sold today in 2 days for a 68% profit. But let's get into the chart. So obviously the chart's oversold. You can see the rally up here over the last day and a half, 2 days. But really what you want to do is first go to your daily chart. All right, so right off the bat, look at how much of a drop you've seen on the daily. From $100 down to basically the low here over the last couple days of around $39, even in the high 38s. So the oversold nature of a chart is always something I look for if I'm looking to buy calls. In addition, you want to make sure you're looking at companies that are solid. I specifically will generally look for companies that have EPS, earnings per share. So, something might have gone through a bad stretch where earnings are declining, but as long as it's still making money, and it's been beaten down to these extents like KORS has been, then it usually is something that at some point you'll see a snapback on when it gets too oversold. The next step, what you want to look for is a key support to buy off of. And as you see, it's down tremendously. There's really nothing in the history here. But if we go to the weekly chart, you actually do see something. All right, so again, take a look at the weekly here. See this pullback and consolidation right here. So see this pivot low, pivot low. What I want you to do is basically put a trend line right here at this low right there. All right, so again, you can see how you're chopping. Anytime you see chop like this before it breaks out, you're going to have a support all in this range, but you want to try to find the low pivot right there, and that's exactly what I saw. In addition, what I do know, and this is something to remember for future reference, is that when you get into earnings season, a lot of these beaten down stocks will see short covering because a lot of investors that are short don't want to hold them into earnings because that's where you run the risk of a 20% pop. We've seen that on Google, for instance, this year and a couple other stocks like Netflix. So that short covering is obviously buying of the stock. To cover a short, you have to buy the stock, right? So that, again, will oftentimes lift a stock during earnings season. So the compilation of the chart, the oversold nature, the key level, the short ratio, which KORS has, the solidness of the company, which is a profitable company, this all led me to be a buyer of calls down here. I bought the November expiration calls, the 42.5 strike, and literally in 2 days, folks, I kid you not, in 2 days, you can check the track record, we made 68% on this trade. Unbelievable, folks. Take a look at the website here, show you where this is. Go right here under Investor Trade Alerts. Here's Research Center, which is swing trades on stocks. If you want options trades, right here. Click on the options trades, rotate the page this way just a tad. Here it is. And here is the track record, guys. Take a look. Here's your KORS. Look at that. So I bought the calls, 42 strike. This is the expiration. My entry date was the 27th. It's only the 30th today, so this was just a couple days ago. And take a look. We can zoom over a little bit. $2.20 I paid, sold today for $3.70. This was the exit date, which is obviously today. This is the information you get, by the way, when you get an options alert. So when I put out my next one, you get all this information. You get all the entry, the strike, whether I'm buying calls or buying puts. You're getting the entry price, the expiration, you name it. Everything you need to play these plays, and the members here continue to. And look at that percentage return. I mean, that's even impressive by my standards. I hold myself to a high standard. But to be able to have that type of return, and I always say, all right, so let's just say you put a smaller percentage of your portfolio in the options because they're a little riskier, right? I mean, they are riskier. Well, if you did that, you're still up, let's just say, 200% for the year. I mean, that's putting just a tiny bit in. Instead of being up 27%, you're up 2,700%, you're up 200%. I mean, even if by this time in the year you've doubled your account at 100%, think about how awesome that is. And again, this is third-party verified track record. You can see we do some of the options are going to expire worthless, just the nature of the beast. We're not always going to be right on every call. The point is, when you have this many winners, it trounces all the losers. I mean, look at all that green compared to the red. And that's where you get the net gain of 2,700 and almost 22% now. Crazy. All right, bottom line is, guys, here's your options alerts page. Come join us at inthemoneystocks.com and profit with the pros.